This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. So this is going to be our third class. So if in case the last two classes, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Once we finish with the revision of those two classes, a backup, we'll just refresh those classes, then we can continue with the today's topic. You can respond me. You can also speak. I think we have already cross-checked. I can hear you. Good, good, Sukanya. Fine. So let's continue. In case if you have any questions, you can ask me. So last class we were discussing about the file tab, in which in the file tab we saw about how to open a new file, and then how to open the existing file which we would have already created, and then how to use this info options so that we can keep protecting our Excel file or any sheet. Okay, anything we can do it here. Okay, so whatever you are going to update, you can update in this. Means in this we can protect our sheet. Okay, so after protecting our things, our file, then we have an option here as save. So save, you will be knowing it. So we will be saving the file for the first time to give a name. Then second, we will be giving a option here as save as. So when we will use the save and save as, save will be used when we are saving for the first time, so that we can define a name for our file. Second thing, from the second time onwards, later, whenever we are working on our Excel file to keep all the content or the data entry what we have made, then you can keep saving those file. Means keep saving this information in the same file, existing one. Then what about the save as? Save as will help you to save the same file in another location, in another format, or in another name. So I have given your name as MCC Excel for Tableau, right? Now the same file I want it in different name, in different location, or in different format, then I'll be using this save as. So save as, wherever you would like to give, you can save this. So I'm going for desktop. Let me save here as MCC today's class. I'm just giving the same option. Today class on desktop Excel format itself, I'll see. See, now the file here is MCC class, today's class. I'm closing this file. Let me show you here. I have a two files, MCC Excel for Tableau. This is one file. So you can see here introduction file, then a file tab, home tab, three sheets which we have used so far. I'm closing this. Now again I have the other file called as MCC today file. Or let me search here. I think I didn't save it. Once again, let me do. So we'll go here, save as, the spacey on desktop. I'll save here as MCC today class. So I need on desktop today class. Same Excel format, I'm saving this. MCC for this. And where is the other file? See, I have here MCC Excel and MCC today's class. I'm opening this today's class. See, same file, I have it here also. In case if this I don't want, I want to save this in another format. Another format in the sense, take it as I want to save this in a PDF format. When you're saving this in a PDF format, which sheet you are into, only that sheet will be saved. Suppose I'm into this file tab, I'll use here save as. There is a shortcut key for save as F12. F12. So I press here F12. So I'm going to save this on desktop. Let it be the same file name. Here I'm changing this into a PDF format. So you have a save as type PDF format on the desktop. Okay, the file name will be remaining the same thing. I'm just saving the type as different. So this is only the file tab sheet. Let's see here. See, MCC Excel for Tableau. So only that particular sheet will be saved. In which sheet you are into, that particular sheet. If you are saving in an Excel format, the entire workbook you will be getting. Whereas this is a PDF, in whichever the screen you will be there, that will be there. So save as will be used when you have to save it in a different name, in a different location, or in different format. You can use this. Or same file you want to keep it in another location also. In that case also we will be using this save as. So save, Control S, save as F12. Clear? Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next part we will be going with print. So usually you people will be knowing why this print is used. So print option, say we will be using print as Control P. Control plus P. But there are few more options here we do have. When we go for this print, here you have an option. As soon as you click on this print, this will take a printout. This will take a printout. Okay. Second one, number of copies. How much copies you want, this you can increase. I'm just giving here as 3 copies. Then here you have a printer. Which printer you will be using? In case if you have 2 or 3 printers based on a paper size, based on the paper size, or based on how you are feeding the papers, might be continuously right, that is both the side you are printing or only one side you are printing. Based upon that you can select your printer also. So once you select this printer, then you have this option, print active sheet. That means here, in which sheet I am into, file tab, that is a sheet name which we have given. So only this sheet will be printed. That is what it says here as print active sheet, because I am using here this sheet. So that is print active sheet. Suppose I want sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, all the sheets to be printed. In that case, here I'll select here as print entire workbook. Print entire workbook. That means you can print all the sheets which is available in your workbook. Okay, you can see here how many pages you have. See, I have a 3 papers that I can print. So first one, second one, this is third sheets you will be having to print. Okay, so all the sheets whichever you have worked, that means whichever you have used, those sheets will be displayed in your print preview. Clear? So then what you have, so I have this introduction. In this, see, you can see this dotted lines. Till this will be one page. After this dotted lines, it is going to be a second page. I'll tell you how to adjust also later. So this is my first page, which means from here to this one, A to I column will be one page, and then you will be having J to yes as another column. Okay. Now next part here is, after this you have the next part. You have the next part. So this is one page. This is your second page. You can identify through this dotted lines. Then file tab. I've typed in the file tab, so these are the information I've typed. But though I have a home tab, I didn't type anything in this home tab. And sheet 5 and sheet 6, sheet 4, all these are still empty. So I have here 2 pages from introduction pair sheet, one sheet from your file tab. So when I go here for print entire workbook, so see here the first sheet. See, first sheet here, this is a continuation, first cell, last cell, the shortcut keys which I would have given for this minimize, maximize, and here total I have given. After this I have typed here as first and last key. This you will be having. And for minimize and maximize I gave a 3 shortcut keys. One is available, two is available, third is moving for the next portion, that is next page. Then you have a file tab sheet. In that what we have typed, this is appearing. So this is a second method. First one, print active sheet. In which sheet you are there, that will be printed. If you want all the sheets to be printed, print entire workbook. Third one is print selection. That means if I select only this area, only this area will be printed. So this selected portions, you can go to file, print. In this setting, you have to select here as print selection. So when you give it as print selection, the area what you have selected, only this will be available, right? So three things: print only particular sheet in which you are active, print entire workbook, second one, third one, only the selected portions or selected area you have to print, this you can take. Suppose if you are having a multiple pages, say some, I have too many rows and columns. In that too many rows and columns, I want to print only first and second page. I don't want the third page. Or I want 20 to 30 pages. If I am having a 50 pages, I want from 21 to 30 to be printed. So in that case, you can give the page numbers. Page numbers. Okay, you can print only from so like the so number to so number, like this, 1 to 20, 20 to 30, or 51 to 41, like this, sorry, 51 to 61, like this. Whatever the page numbers you will be giving, those page number will be printed. This is what you will be using in your print area selection. Second part, you have a collated and uncollated. Usually we will always use collated. What does it mean? See, I have a 3 pages and I'm giving you 3 copies. So I will get a continuation of all the 3 pages. One, two, three. One set of a copy. One, two, three. Second set of a copy. One, two, three. Third set of a copy. This is collated method. Means you will have a continuation of pages when you are printing it. But whereas when you use it as uncollated, the first page you will get it as 3 copies. Second page the three set of 3 copies. Third page as 3 copies. That means you won't be having a continuations. So how you want it, you can select it from this part. Then what we have, the paper type, how we are going to take it, orientation, page orientation. So this vertical format, we call it as portrait. If you want horizontal, it is called as landscape. So how you want, portrait or landscape? Portrait is vertical, horizontal is landscape. Then after that, the paper size. Which type of paper you will be using for your print. Whether it is any of this method, you can try. Any of this method, you can try. Whichever the paper. Suppose I'm using A4, I'll select here A4, so A4 size will be used. If I'm using a legal document size, I'll go for legal documentation size. So this I can select. If I'm using A5, A5, then A5 I will be using it. Whichever the paper size that you are going to use, paper size, we can select it from here. I'll go with A4. Then here, if you notice here on the top, we have few space left on the left side, and in the bottom and even on the right side, there will be a gap. So usually when we print, we if we have to file it, if we have to make a punch after punching, if you're keeping in a file directly, if you're filing, you need some gap. So those gap can be used through this margin. By default it is in normal. If you want it as wide, you can select it as wide. If you want as a narrow, you can select it as narrow. Or I don't want neither of these things, then what I can do, I can go for this customization. Okay, customize on top how much you space you want, on left side if how much you want. I'll increase only on the left side because I may require it for making a filing purpose. So I'll click on OK. So this I can keep it in my file once I take a printout. So this is how you can define it. Then a very important part in this printing is scaling. So see, let me take this as portrait itself. See what happened when I am selecting this first page, second page, third page. But second page is something related to the first page itself. First page itself, right? So what we can do, you can go for this option in this preview. See, view mode, normal view mode you have, page layout. See, there is some continuation. If I scroll down here, we will go for this introduction, then we will go for this. See, there is some continuation. But when I go for this preview, I have this dotted lines. You just need to drag this till where you want. Okay, how much ever you want to do it, that you can do. I'm just dragging this line till here. So on one page, it will get printed. This is one method. But usually we can't do like this when we have too many rows and columns. Say, suppose we have a large data. We have a large data. Let me take some data here. This is the data which we are also going to use during our Tableau dashboard creation. So I'll use something like that only. Sorry, I think I don't have in this. Let's download later. Now I'll use this only. I have a file called sample data. So only 4 columns we have, and I'm having more rows, more number of rows. Can you see? 805. Now what we will do, we will go for a print. Control P. Can you see here? So 24 sheets. Continuation. So in that case, you can use this. Okay. Fit, no scaling is fine. But I need multiple rows. Let me find some more data once again. Okay, good. So see here. I have so many information. I have 400 and like 4118, 4000 information I have. When we go for this print, let me just take all these things and format this, adjust automatically. Let's see in a preview how much it is going to print. Control P. When I give you a control P, it says order ID, order date, customer name, city, country, region. After region, I have a segment, shipment date, ship mode, state, latitude, longitude. This is not getting printed, right? See, when we go here, this portions is not getting printed. You have to go for the next page. See, after all this details, the next one will be continuing. But I want all this headings to come in one page. So you will go here, fit all columns on one page. So now you can see order ID, order date, still latitude, longitude, everything will come in one page. Even the paper size is reduced, so you can start taking a printout of this. Second part here is, if you have the same thing, heading in a rows, you can take it as fit all rows in one thing. But this will be very congested, but most of the people will use only columns. Whatever the method you will be using, those things. Entire sheet itself, if I want it on one sheet, I can take like this. So 9 pages, see, 9 pages. So whichever the method you are using, that method you can use. Then you have this page setup. You can go for this page setup however you want, you can use this. Okay, headers and footers, if you want to give, you can give. List of orders, amazing mart is my headers. If you want to give a footers, you can give a footers. Then sheet, if you want to give any other details, that also you can give here. If I want here to give any title, anything, you can give. So same thing what we have done, portrait and landscape, fit on a page from so many, so to so. And what is a paper size you want, what is a paper quality, automatic, again you have an options. So same thing you will be getting here also. So you can take a printout of this. Whatever we have done till now in a print setting, these are the options, you will also find it in this. Page layout, the margins, page orientation, size, print area, how much you want to take a printout. Okay, break, background, print title. So print title, whatever you want to give, that you can give. So suppose say this is the printing area title, if you want to define this as a title, you can use this. Okay, since it is a downloaded file, most of the times it won't support. Okay, so this is what we have. And background picture, this is one more important. If I want to give a background image for my file, for my Excel file, if you have a downloaded one, you can use from this browse. Probably I won't be having or any of this file, so better I'll use a downloaded images itself. We'll go here, take it as sales image we wanted. So these are the something which we have for a sales. So whichever you want to use, that you can use. I'll just take this insert. So background image is there. But what happens, when we are giving a image as a background picture to your sheets, when you take a printout, this background image will not be printed. It is only for our view purpose. If you don't want, you can delete the background also. So this is what we have in our file options, that is printing. Do you have any doubts? If you girls has any doubts in this printing option, you can ask me. If you didn't understand or if you have anywhere questions, you can ask me. Anybody has a doubt? Say yes, no, say something.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, Jency and Sukanya. Fine. So we will go back to the screen. And next one we have this share. So share is usually used for sharing this document through a email. If you're using an email, it is only supported as an Outlook. See, if I'm sending as an attachment, as a link, as a PDF, whatever you're doing, when you select this will always ask you to install an email program. That is, I don't have a MS Office, that is Outlook program. You must have a Outlook program in order to send this Microsoft Excel. Okay, so again I show you this email, send as a PDF. See, still it says which I cannot use it. Now next part what we have here is export. Export is same thing, save as method. You can save the file in a PDF or XPS format. So it'll ask you where you have to save. If you want to save it, you can save this. And the next one, is publish. If you are uploading this document to the Microsoft Power BI, there you can upload it, or if you are exporting this to your directly to the Power BI also, you can publish it. Close, we have already discussed the shortcut key Alt F4. Account, so this account will tell you about how you will be using, okay, how we are going to work on this. So next part what you have is, see, account, who is the user, what are the softwares you have, then options. In this is a setting tool. By default, what will be the font, what is the font size, what color you will be using, which language we are using, so that is United States American language, and then what are the things it has been added into a quick access tool, whether we have bought any add-ins, purchased add-ins. So these details you will be having. Okay, so now we are not doing anything with our settings. So we have done with the file tab. Next we will move it into home tab. Home tab. Okay. Okay, there is one more thing which I have to say you. So when we are giving a file name, I think I have said you, but still I'll tell you. File name, whatever the name of your name you're giving, name of the file, name of the file. So any name when you are giving, what happens here, from 2010, from 2010, when you're giving a name, suppose I gave a name here as MCC Excel for Tableau, MCC Excel for Tableau, then this will have an extension of dot XLSX. This is from 2007 onwards, but up to 2003, up to 2003, when you will be saving the file, the same thing, name of the file, you will be having an extension only as XLS. 2007, from 2007 onwards, from 2007 onwards. So why this features is been added, what was wrong with this? 2003. So whenever we save a file by giving a name, the file will always be saved in one of the format. Suppose if it is Excel, XLSX, PDF is a for a Adobe format. If it is a Word, doc, .doc, PPT, like this, there will be one extension for each and every file. Now what we are doing here, Excel. So Excel up to 2003, you will be having an extension as XLS, Excel spreadsheet. Then why did they change to this XLS X? Why X was at last added? So the reason is, when any person using 2003, suppose I'm the user of Microsoft 2003 package, I work on one of Excel file, the same file I want to share it with others, or I have to mail to the other people, or when we are working on same file by connected through the online access, the other party say I'm using 2003, even you must have 2000, you must also have MS Office. It can be higher or lower, anything is fine. If I'm using MS Office 2003 and I'm the admin, I'm the owner of the sheet, and the opposite person who is going to use this, or who is going to work on this, who is going to download this, that person must also have to use MS Office only. Only then that particular person can download this file or can access this file. If it is any other version, they cannot open the file. Why? Because this 2003 will not support in any other software, right? So it will not support in any other software from 2007 onwards. Since it was not supporting, for suppose I'm using MS Office, you are using Google Sheet, you are using WPS, or you are using some other soft copy Excel sheet, in that case it won't support you. Though you are downloading, it won't be in readable format. So to avoid this complication, from 2007 onwards, they have added one more option here, X. So this X stands for XML. The last X stands for XML. Okay, XLS. So you have in a dot XLS, but at last the one which is X, the last X stands for XML. It is extensively markup language. What does it do? It will help you to convert one data into another format, one software into another format. So which means it helps a file to convert from interchange the data from one format to another format, whichever the format you are using, whichever the source you are using, to that format it will convert. So that is what XLS X is been added. Okay, so this is one part. Whatever the name of the file you are giving, when we save, the name of the file will have, and its extension is .xlsx from 2007 onwards. Now we will go according to one by one, a group wise. First one, we will learn about a formula, rand. What is this rand will do? It will give you a number, right? It will give you a number between 0 and 1. See, you have to just give your as equals to random. Okay, rand. So returns a random number greater than or equals to 0 and less than 1, eventually distributed. Changes on recalculation. Note the point, changes on recalculation. So let's see this. I'll use here rand equals to rand, open bracket, close bracket. And I got some number between 0 and 1. It can be any decimal values. I'll just drag till how much I need. Then I will drag till where I need. So this is one method. It says that whenever I'm recalculating, suppose I'll apply one more formula here. Equals to rand, open bracket, close bracket, enter. See, automatically this number also changes. When I drag for the next 2-3 levels, still this first thing also is changing. So that is what eventually it keeps on changing whenever we are calculating. This is one thing. So rand will give you a number between 0 and 1. Why I'm using this? Because when I will be teaching, I cannot every time type the numbers. Instead of typing these numbers, I will be using this rand between. The next part what I have here is another formula as rand between. Rand we have done, we are going to use rand between. That is a random numbers between whatever we are going to specify. Okay, so I'll be using here equals to. So let me give here equals to rand rand between. So it says bottom and top. If you read this, returns a random numbers between the number you specify. So here bottom number, I need a numbers from 10 till 99 or till 90. Now what I do, I close the bracket, press enter. You can scroll this or extend this how much ever you want to extend it. Suppose I need some more values, I can extend till wherever I want. Yes. Fine. Now what I want to do here is we are going to see the copy paste. How to copy, how to paste, what are the things we have, all these things. Now first let me give here as subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we'll give some names also. So I'll use some random names. So I just gave some random names. Okay, random names have given. So I'll explain you this later also, but just for time being, I'm just giving this highlighting color, and I'll select this portion by giving here as borders, all borders. For this outside, I'll give a thick border. I've done this. Now what I have to do, we usually copy paste it. What we will do, whatever the portions we need, we copy Control C. Where we need, there we will paste Control V. Since we have different random values, it keeps changing. If I don't want in this place, I want to change the place, we will cut it. Control X. I want to paste it in this place, so I will paste it here. So I have changed my location. This is copy paste. See, let's do once again. First one, copy. Copy, that means this is the data what we have. Control C, copy. Where you need to paste it, you can give that location. I have to paste it in this location. Suppose this is the location. Control V. So paste it. So that is copy. We are using here Control C. Next one, paste. For paste, Control V. Suppose I don't want this place. From this place I need to remove and put it into some other place. Cut. Control X, and I have to put it here. So it is cut. Cut. We are using Control X. So copy paste, Control C, Control V. Cut paste, Control X, Control V. Three things. These are the only three things which we usually do, but we are going to work on different methods of pasting option. So we are going to work on paste special. In this paste special, the shortcut key for this is Control Alt V for pasting. Copy Control C only. For pasting, Control Alt V. See, see this formula. Can you see here? There is a number. There is a number. Whichever the number you are placing, your cursor, this will give you a random between formula. I want to copy the same thing. I want to copy the same data. Suppose Control C, and I will paste it here, but without formula. Without formula, I need the same number. We will do it in a same place. See here. I'll just select this number places. Control C to copy. I'm going to paste it in same locations because I don't want to change the numbers. Or if you are going to paste it in some other location, also it is fine. But now it will change because it is a random number. So that is what I don't want to change the number. I want the number as it is in the same location. So Control C. When you are pasting here, see, go for this paste, you have something called as paste values, a drop down option. This arrow mark you have to click paste special values. When you select this values, now see, there is no formula, there is no functions applied. See, as many times I press enter, nothing happens. Suppose here I'm changing. If I use another one, if I copy this, only copy this, and I paste it here, see, these are the changing, but this is not changing. So this is called as paste special. So what did we do? We copied data and pasted as values. So the numbers will not change from year after. The numbers will not change from year after. Only for this table what we have given. Okay, so this is paste as value. So we will do the other method. I'll copy this. I want to put it here, but this time not as values. I have one more option here. values and numbers, which means this will copy the same data without this highlighting, formatting, text colors, anything. Without this, I want to paste it. So paste location, I want to paste it here. So I'll be using this paste. This is values and with only values. Values means the text, whatever you have, values, and format. Format means it is default format. Without, as soon as I start doing in a Excel with default format what I have, that it will be showing. So let's paste one more thing. I copy this. So before copying, what I will do, I will select this and change the font style. I'll change to something different, so that I'm changing to something different here. Black others ITCs. I'll increase the font size to 14, make it bold. This I have done. Only for headings I have done. Now for this names, we will change one more format. I'll change here to Algerian. Then numbers also I will change to another font style. Arial narrow. Done. So first thing, copy, paste it here as only values and format. Excuse me, only, that is values and numbering formats. This, see, though I gave a format, it is pasting in this method only. But now let me paste it here. I'm going to use a third one, values and source formatting. Okay, this is values and source formatting. Values and source formatting means in a source, in source, that means from where you are copied, whichever the format applied will be copied. Now see here, suppose this is with the formulas, right? This is with the formulas. I'm only changing this Algerian, and we'll copy this data, entire data, Control C, and we will paste it here. But this time I'm going to use this one. See, now only numbers are there, but the formats remains the same thing. That means pasting the values without which one? Without the formulas, only the numbers. That is values as formatting. Next one. Let me copy this data now. Copy. Now I want to paste it. So this time we will paste in this order. See, this is only our functions, formulas, whichever you are using. Suppose this data which is having a formulas, I will copy this with the formulas, and let's paste it in the bottom here. But what we are using here, formulas. Can you see here, formulas has been copied but not the format. Only formulas will be copied without format. Next one, we have this option, formulas and numbering format. So same thing like previous. Here number formatting was copied but not the formulas. Here formulas is copied but not the numbering format. Now let's paste it here in the another method. This one, see. Yes, I do have a formulas with the same numbering format which I have used. Formulas also, formatting also. Next part is your border. See, here we have given a borders. When I paste here without a borders. Done. Again we will paste it in another format. The next one is this one. Keeping the source column width. This I'll explain you in the other part. See, when I paste it, normally how it was there. Sorry, I have to show you this later. So first I'll show you this in another place. Copy, and I'll put it into some other place so you can understand. This is the place I've pasted. So when I copy this and paste it, how much ever width I've used, that will come. Suppose I will adjust this column width I'm adjusting, column width, out of it column width. So automatically space has been adjusted. See the difference now. I'm copying this and pasting here with keep the source column things. Okay, again. So what happened here? What space I've used? The same space has been available. Suppose if I'm copying this and I'll paste it in the same location by using this keep the source column width. So how much column width I have adjusted, that adjustment will happen here. So how much ever the adjusted space we have, this will be used here. And the next one is, if I want to, I've given a data vertically. All the data is been typed vertically. I want to type the same data in horizontal. So instead what I'll do, I'll copy this and paste it here as a transpose. Transpose will help you to paste the data horizontal into vertical, vertical into horizontal. So this vertical has changed to horizontal. Now I'll copy this horizontal and paste it here again as a transpose, which will convert into vertical. Is it clear to everyone? Anybody has a doubt till here? Could anyone reply me?
No, ma'am, clear.
Fine, thank you. So next one is the other pasting method still we have. So here, see, suppose I copy this, see the location from A71, A column 71, H column till 81 I have a data. Copy this and I'll paste it somewhere in the bottom, the normal paste I'm doing, so that you can see the difference now. So this data I have it from A109 to H119. Copy this and I'll paste it here with source link. Can you see here? Link. See, you can see, suppose name is copied from A109. You can see in this formula bar A109, subject B109. So whichever the cell you will go, it will show you from where this data is been copied. First method, only linking of cell. Second one, I'm using one more linking. Here I'm going to only paste this what I have copied as an image, picture. So this will come as a picture. So see, if you don't understand how this becomes a picture, I can move this picture. I can move this picture anywhere. Even if I want to rotate this, I can rotate it. So if I have to give this a border, so border, whichever the type of border you would like to give, that you can give. So this one, so that you can identify as a picture. But this picture, from where did I copy this, I don't know. So in case if I want to know from where did I copy this, then you can go for this. Instead of picture, picture link the picture. Now can you see here in the formula, formula bar A109, dollar sign you ignore it, later I'll explain you. A109 H119. So this is a source place from where it was been copied. So this is what you have different methods of paste. So I showed you all the pasting option from this paste drop down option. The same thing, if you want to use it as a pasting option any other places, you can also use Control Alt V. It will show you a paste special list, whichever the format you want to use, that format that you can use it. Formula and number formats. See here, the same thing, it will be coming. Whichever the format you want to apply, you can select that and paste it. Control Alt V. So we have done with copy, paste, cut, paste, and paste method. We have one more thing called as format painter. So let me go here. Suppose I'm applying one of the things here. Say I'm applying here one font style. Arial black I've applied. I made it italic. So now I'll change the font color to dark red. Then we will increase the size to 14. 14 I have done. Okay, so then what I will do, I want to apply this same color, same size, same font style to this one also. So how to apply? So first you have to select this, click on this format painter. Now see, you can see a brush, the same brush sign. You have to just double click on the portions wherever you are applying. So that means text will not change, only the text effects will be copied. Clear? Suppose I want to apply for some other things, format painter, wherever you want to apply, you can double click. So there it will be applied. So this is format painter, copying the effects. See here. So what it is doing, it will only copy, looks like select the content, whatever you are doing, to apply the formatting in a multiple places, double click on the format painter. So here how we are going to use this. Anybody has a doubt now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will go for actual home tab. Okay, in this home tab, so this font style, so you can say it as default font style. It is always Calibri. Whenever you are opening, by default it will be Calibri. Then default font size. Default font size, it will always be 11. And the other one what you have to remember is the minimum font size. Minimum font size will be 8 and maximum limit will be 72. I'll show you both of these things. See, by default you have a Calibri as your font style, and the size is 11. When we say it as minimum size is 8, you can click on this drop down, you have a 8, and the maximum is the 72. How much ever you want to increase, you can increase from here. Suppose I want this as 8, I can change to 8. If I want it as 72, I can change it to 72. If I want something in between, yes, I can still apply to whatever the size I want to use it. Okay, the same thing we can also apply in another place. So you have this big A, increase font size, decrease font size. You can click on this as many times you click on this, it will increase the font size, but it will stop at 72. It will not allow you to make more size. If you are reducing, it will reduce up to 8. Again, it will not allow you to do. So what if I want the size as 5? Then you have to type it manually. Only then it will support. If I want more than 72, you have to type again manually 80. See, it will increase. So it depends on your requirement, how much portions or how much size you want, that much you can select it. So here you have a default font style Calibri, default font size 11, minimum is 8 and the maximum is 72. If you want to use more than less than 8, you have to provide manually. If you want to use more than 72, still you have to provide manually. Within the limit 8 and 72, whatever they have given, you can use this increase and decrease font size. You just need to click on this, it will increase your font size. Next one, we have the other part, bold. For bold, the shortcut key is B. Control B. Control B. And then we have the next part, italic. Shortcut key is Control I. Then we have a underline. Shortcut key is Control U. So bold, Control B, italic, Control I, underline, Control U. So underline, only one underline it will support. If you want two or more underlines, then see, you have only two supports, single underline, double underline. Always Control U will help you only for this. Double underline, you have to select this. So now you can see the difference, single underline and double underline. Let me zoom this. Can you see here, single underline and double underline? How much ever you want to see, like how much ever you would like to apply the underline formats, that much you can apply. Suppose if I want to use all the three things on one place, yes, you can do on that also. So it is font. I'm just typing here as font, Control B bold, Control I italic, Control U underline. If I want to change it into double underline, yes, I can use this double underline also. Then we have this borders. Whichever the area you want to apply the borders, you can select the borders. Then here you just need to click whether you want a border on the bottom, in the top, in the left, right, whichever the places. You have the different options to apply here. So I want borders to be applied on all the sides, so all. But I want dark border in the outline side, so I'll choose here thick outside border. See, thick outside border. Again, in this, the middle line also must be in this. So I'll select this portion and I'll give here as thick outside border. So however you want, you can give this. So border has been given. And if you want to change to border colors, you can try this line color, border colors you will be having. You can try all these things. Next one, the background color. If you want to give a background color, by default it'll have a yellow color. If you want to change the colors, you can choose from here. Still, if you're not satisfied with these colors, then you can go with the more colors. You will find more colors in a standard as well as in custom. Wherever the portions you will be clicking, that color will be used. So suppose I want to use this background color, I'll click on this, okay, that color will be applied. The same way with your font color also. If you're not satisfied, go for the more colors. So whichever the color you would like to use it, that color you can pick it. You can go for that particular color, click on OK, that color will be applied. So it depends on whatever the color you will be choosing. So we are done with the clipboard group and font group. Next part is alignment. We will go with the alignment. So for this, I'll just take some of the, I'll just extend size of this just to show you the difference. I'm using this method, and even this also I'll increase so that you can find the difference here. So first one, left, right, instead of here I'll type here right, and I'll adjust this also, middle, or I can say this as center. It is not middle, it is center. Okay, so three things why I have used. I just need to show you three types of difference here. First one, let's type something here. I'll type it here as Excel class. Okay, I'm using the same thing. I copy this and paste it in three places. So my text is coming on the left side. Left side. If I want it on a right side, I can click on this right side. If I want it in a center, I'll click on the center. So whichever the side you want, that you can select. Let me copy the same thing and paste it in all these three places. Okay, now what I will do, I want this Excel class to come on the top or middle or in the bottom. This you can select for anything. So top, bottom and then middle. Any of this alignment you can use it. So here the bottom one, which is left, right and center. Align left, align center, align right side. But this one is on the top, in the center, that is middle, then you have in the bottom. This is one set of alignment. Suppose if I want this alignment to be given in another format, so vertically, horizontally, however you want, that method you can try it. Align like this. If you are not satisfied with this alignment which is given here, this portions, you can go for the last option, format cell alignment. Select whichever the direction you want it to appear. Then after giving the direction orientation, click on this OK. So the direction what you have specified, that will be selected here. So this is orientation. This is one more orientation. This is text orientation. Okay, for rotating your text. And next one is the same thing what we are using this alignment in order to move right and left. I can show you in the other method. See, I'll show you here. So you have an option to move on the left side, right side. So this is left indent, that is decrease indent. To move on the left side, to move on the right side, you can use whichever the one you want. So it keeps moving, but it is still in the cell A6 only. Okay, how much ever you want to move, you can move. Left indent, right indent. Is it clear to everyone? Does anybody has a doubt till here? Does anybody has a doubt? Okay, Sukanya says no. Good. Okay, next one, I'll do this wrap text and merge text. um, Wrap text. Suppose let me type here a text saying that, what will type? Tableau data visualization MCC online class. Have given this, but what did I type? I typed in a A21 cell, but this is moving to B21 as well as C21. Now what I want to do here is, if I type in the B21 cell, I'll just say here as Excel, refresh, then see. So I can't see what I've typed in the very first cell. If I want to see all these portions in one cell itself, in one single cell itself, then you can use wrap text. What this is doing, it will expand all the content, all the text what you have typed in one single cell itself. So see the meaning here. Wrap text wraps extra long text into multiple lines, so you can see all of it in one single cell. There is an example also given here. Okay, this is I have typed in a A21. When I typed in a A21, all this content I want to see it in a single cell itself, so I'll be using wrap text. Instead of single cell, let this expand to all the cells. Say example, I'll give a border so that you will understand this very well. So I have here E, okay, E17, F17, G17, H17. So 4 cells we have. I want to make all this 4 cell and show it as one single cell, merge and center. So this will become one single cell. So that is what we are doing here. I want the content to be displayed in a large cell. How much ever the cell you want to display, that much you can apply, merge and center. So this will become into one single cell. Say suppose we have given a paste option. paste special we have given as a values. This is a formula. Yes. So this one I'll copy this home. I'm going to just paste it here. Now I want to give here a heading saying that marks list for Jan 2023. Okay, so now this is only the heading, but this is showing in this one line. Now what I will do, I'll expand this for horizontally and vertically, the bottom line also, make it as merge and center. This will become into one cell. I can increase the size as per my requirement and give the background color if I want, and make this as bold also. So this is what you can do when you are using this merge and center. Okay, suppose here I'm giving here, um, let me change this as student name. Student's name. Student name I have given. Now what here, this properly it is not displaying, we can go for this wrap text. Wrap the text. I'll just click on this. I'll click on this wrap text. So this will make it into multiple lines. You can expand like this. See? So like this, in order to view, we will be using this wrap text. Student name I have given. I'll click on this wrap text. It will automatically adjust into 2 or 3 lines based on the space. Then you can increase the row height also. This is wrap text and merge and center. Fine. So we have to start with the numbering format. Before that, let me give you some information. See, I asked you to download a Tableau public and I give you a link. Did everyone download? Yes? No? Say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you try to open and check?
Yes, ma'am. It was
I'll sh-
showing some templates.
okay, I'm opening my software. I'll show you. So, do you get like this? This is content you will be having. This is my previously worked area. So, this is what I am getting here. Are you getting like this? At least this connecting portions. If you want to open and try, you can open and
Yes,
try. I'll give you
ma'am.
2 minutes. Okay. So, I'll be teaching you by importing the data from this place. So, we will work on the same software. In case if you want this Tableau to be installed permanently to your system, our system admin, Mr. Anand, will be visiting your college on Saturday. Saturday might be around 9 o'clock or 9:30 in the morning. Okay, so you can bring your laptops and get installed if you want to install this Tableau desktop version. Desktop version. Clear? So he's coming to install all the other packages which your other friends would have taken with the like SAP or Tally, something else. So he'll be coming to help you to install this packages, softwares. If you are wishing to install this to your desktop permanently to your devices, then you can ask him to install and give you. So he'll be visiting on Saturday, this coming Saturday, day after tomorrow. Fine. Why I don't get any
Ma'am,
response from you
it's
people?
a free.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, it was a 14 days free trial package, right? Like to install
Yes,
it
yes.
permanently, we have to
That
pay
means
a subscription or something.
no need to pay. This we are using some other, like, I don't want to use the word. So we are using another method of installing permanently without for 14 days permanently. So no need to pay. He'll just help you to install. That's all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So you can install this also, or if you want to continue with public also, you can do it. Anything. But both are one and the same thing. I'll be teaching on this. I'm using desktop. You will be working on public. If you want to use the desktop, you can do it. Yes, any
Ma'am, can you
questions?
repeat on which day he's coming?
Day after tomorrow, ma, Saturday. So the date is 20. 20.
It's at what time he's coming?
He may come at 9 or 9:30. You can contact your the head department team, who's Madam Maria Jose, right?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't remember her name. Yeah, you can ask her. It will be informed to her when he'll be coming, or I'll confirm the date and time in a WhatsApp group tomorrow. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
fine. So, any doubts in today's topic? If you girls has, you can ask me. Okay. So from tomorrow we will be starting the other practicals. So I'll be doing from this one, general and this, and later insert I won't be teaching you. This I'll teach you later. Once I start with the formulas, once I finish the formulas, then I'll come for this insert because this is related to our Tableau itself. So I have to teach you this. So we will be doing home and then formulas. Then we'll go to insert. Later we will start with the Tableau part. Clear? So I'm just stopping
Yes,
for
ma'am.
today till this alignment group. So next class we will be having a continuations. And in case when you are practicing later on, if you have a doubt, you can put it in WhatsApp group. If I'm not able to respond to you, at least I'll give you a response how to use all those things in at least in a class. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. That's all for today. We'll see you in tomorrow's class. Bye everyone. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.